Welcome to Caribbean Global Network News and Sports. I am Scott Wilson. In today's headlines, Jamaica receives $140 million. And in sports, Real Madrid hosts clinic in Western Jamaica. JUTC drivers face slashed. Company condemns attack. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, has condemned the attack on one of its drivers at the Halfway Tree Transport Center Tuesday, leaving him with a knife wound to the face. Reports are that the driver had his face slashed for telling a passenger to close the window. Information reaching CGN is that at about 9 a.m., a passenger boarded the bus inside the Halfway Tree Transport Center, and not long after, he complained that the bus was too cold. According to reports, the passenger started to open one of the windows when the driver informed him that it would affect the AC and instructed him to close the window. The passenger then demanded his fare be returned to him, then violently attacked the driver, slashing him in the face. The attacker fled with the driver giving chase, catching him along Eastwood Park Road where the police intervened. The driver was treated at hospital and had visits from JUTC's executives. U.S. chastises Guyana for honoring suspect in terror plot. The United States government is not happy with Guyana. Their ire surrounds the fact that the country honored the life of a former politician who was convicted of plotting to blow up fuel tanks at the JFK airport in New York. In a statement on Tuesday, the U.S. government said that the resolution upholding the life and work of Abdul Qadir was an, quote, insensitive and thoughtless act, end quote, that disregarded the gravity of his actions. In 2010, Qadir and 3 other men were sentenced to life in prison in the United States. Qadir died last year and was buried in the bauxite mining city of Linden, where he once served as mayor. Qadir died still maintaining that he had been set up by government informants and had no intention of carrying out the alleged plot. Jamaica receives $140 million from World Bank. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and World Bank Vice President for Latin America and the Caribbean, Axel van Trotsenberg, have announced a $140 million financing package from the World Bank to, quote, help Jamaica in building fiscal resilience, mitigating the financial impact of natural disasters, and strengthening social programs for the vulnerable population, end quote. Holness and Van Trotsenberg met Tuesday to discuss the World Bank Group's partnership in support of Jamaica's economic reforms. As part of the World Bank financing, $100 million will be delivered in the form of 2 budget support operations to create a new line of defense in the face of disaster risks, and $40 million in the form of an investment operation for strengthening social protection and building human capital, the release said. According to the release, Van Trotsenberg congratulated Jamaica for its achievement in steadfastly implementing difficult economic reforms that are demonstrating commendable results with positive economic outlook. He encouraged Jamaica to continue these efforts. And in sports, Skerritt says Cricket West Indies finances much worse than imagined. Newly installed president of Cricket West Indies, Ricky Skerritt, is expressing surprise at the finances of the organization. Skerritt, who defeated Dave Cameron last month, said due to lack of resources, CWI has been unable to honor all of its financial obligations. Skerritt said it was worse than he thought, and he was not in a position to speak the numbers, but did reveal that there's a significant shortfall in working capital and a deficit in honoring their obligations with creditors. Skerritt said a financial review is now being done. Real Madrid hosts clinic in Western Jamaica. The Real Madrid Foundation teamed up with the Sandals Foundation over the weekend to host a 2-day football clinic. The clinic impacted approximately 50 children ages 9 to 14 years from the parishes of St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. Among the activities the children engaged in were physical, mental, and technical drills under the guidance of world-famous coach Carlos Gustavo Albert Garcia of the Real Madrid Foundation in Spain. Commenting on the selection process, Liz Kaiser, Director of Partnership Marketing at Unique Vacations, said it was not based on just abilities, but also their enthusiasm and the chance to give them an opportunity to learn from the world's best at the Real Madrid Foundation Academy. She said the partnership between Sandals Foundation and the Real Madrid Foundation started in the summer of 2018. Waterhouse apologizes. On Tuesday, CGN reported the bottle-throwing incident involving Waterhouse fans, and the team has now apologized. The club issued an apology in reaction to the outrageous behavior of the fans who revealed themselves to be poor losers. The incident marred what could have been a fantastic ending of the 2018-2019 Red Stripe Premier League season at the National Stadium in Kingston on Monday night. Waterhouse fans threw missiles onto the field, disrupting the final 10 minutes of the game, and subsequently invaded the playing area, delaying the game for several minutes. The management, staff and players of the football club publicly apologized to Red Stripe Jamaica Limited, the Professional Football Association of Jamaica, the Jamaica Football Federation, the Premier Clubs Association, and all other sponsors of the Red Stripe Premier League. An apology sent by Donovan White described the incident as, quote, a black eye on the sport of football, end quote. That's it for CGN News and Sports. I'm Scott Wilson. Pleasant viewing.